And now let's look at the first of our word problems involving inequalities. As a salesperson, Gianna earns $150 per week plus $15 per sale. This week she wants her pay to be at least $270. Write and solve an inequality for the number of sales she needs to make. So first we need to decide, what do we already know? So take a look at your problem again. We know that Gianna earns $150 per week. We know that she makes $15 per sale. This week she wants her pay to be at least $270. She needs $270. Write and solve an inequality. All right, what do we need to find out? We need to find out the number of sales Gianna needs to make. So the number of sales is what we need to know. The next step is to solve our problem. Write the inequality, solve it, and show your work. So the information that we know and the information that we want to find out will help us write our inequality. The thing we want to find out will be our variable. So the number of sales will be X. And the other information will help us to write our inequality down. So she earns $150 per week, 150, plus $15 per sale. So that means $15 times the number of sales she's going to make, which is our X. So it's $150 plus 15X, or 15 times X. And that needs to be at least $270, meaning greater than or equal to 270. Now we can just solve this inequality to find our answer. Remember that we must solve the inequality by removing all the numbers that are on the same side of the inequality as X. So we have to get rid of 15 and we have to get rid of 150. We get rid of 150 first because it's connected to the X by addition. So we're using reverse PEMDAS. Remember, parenthesis, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. We usually go in the order of parenthesis exponents first, multiplication, then addition, subtraction. But now we're going opposite because we're undoing an equation to solve it. So we will subtract 150 from both sides of this equation. We're subtracting because this is a positive 150. There's no signs shown, so it's automatically positive. Subtracting 150 from both sides, 150 minus 150 is 0. Now we're left with a positive 15x here, so we'll just write 15x. Bring down our inequality sign, and 270 minus 150, subtract, gives me 120. Now I have 15x is greater than or equal to 120. I must divide both sides by 15. Why divide? Because 15 and x are connected with multiplication. And the opposite of multiplication is division. And that's how we get this 15 away from the x, by saying 15 divided by 15 gives me 1. So now I have a 1x, or just an x, and that's how I get rid of that 15. And since I divided by 15 here, I also divide by 15 here. 120 divided by 15 is 8. Bring down my inequality. X is greater than or equal to 8. So what does this mean? In the end, we have to explain and state our answer. So this means that Gianna needs to make greater than or equal to 8 sales this week. How did I figure this out? I wrote the inequality I subtracted 150 from both sides, and then I divided both sides by 15. And that is how you solve a word problem with inequalities. Gianna needs to make more than 8 sales or exactly 8 sales in order to get the amount of money that she needs for the week.